Welcome to the section 2 of the module 1 of the Microsoft Office Excel. I will briefly be looking quickly at the file and the menu and the home menu. The objective of this module is simply to show you how you can save a workbook with a password, and also to show you how you can make use of your merge and center, how we can be able to make use of numbers, sort and filters. So we'll get down to the software as we discuss that briefly. Okay, so quickly we'll begin to see how we can save a workbook actually with a password. So simply all you need to do is to get to File here, get to Save As, choose a suitable location. I would like to prefer to use my desktop and call this workbook model 1. Actually on my desktop. So quickly we want to come to Tools and choose on General Options. It will say Password to open the document. So I will choose a password of my choice. To ask me to re-enter it, and there is a reason it's asking us to do that. Say caution: if you lose or forget this password, it cannot be recovered. It is advisable to keep a list of passwords and their corresponding workbook and the sheet names in a safe place. Remember that these passwords are also case sensitive, so it's very important while doing that. So quickly I will hit on that and click on Save. So this document is actually now on password. I will quickly check that after the previous after the sections of this tutorial, how we can open this document that we have saved with password, the workbook rather. Alright, so quickly we'll look at merge and center. Now, why do you really use merge and center? Most times is to give you a broad heading. So I want to highlight this portion to this place and click directly on that. So it helps me to merge these cells. So I can just write here online computer. So I can highlight this and increase the font size. So this is basically what you can do here, and maybe sometimes you just want to have a broad heading of something like, let's say, scores. So you may have test here, you may have exams, and you may also have total under this very same heading. So this is actually how you can merge to center. Briefly we'll be looking at numbers. Before we proceed actually to numbers, there is a workbook we actually opened earlier with the name model 1 with a password. So let's try to get to that and see whether the password was effective. Now it will require you to enter the password, so you enter the password which you did earlier, and this actually opens up to show that this is model 1. So for any Excel workbook that you lock up with a password, you'll be required to enter that same password in order for it to open. So quickly we'll get to numbers. Alright, so simply under the numbers here, alright, so simply under the numbers drop down here is it. So we can just this enables us to put in various this enables us to help us to format various functions. Before help us to apply these cells, you will simply need to highlight. You are going to apply this. So let's assume I want to highlight in the amount of something. So let's assume maybe in terms of dollar, in times of naira, maybe in terms of dollar, maybe in times of naira, or whatever currency in this very portion. So clear, I will highlight this. I want to deal with basically currency number. Now it's asking me how many decimal place do I want to leave it at. Now it's asking me how many decimal place do I, whatever you define it So it's actually important. So let's look at whatever you define it reading, that is how it's going to be. So let's look at the symbol here is currently reading on dollar. Now I want to change it to naira. Hit on OK. Now the moment I begin to make entries here, OK. Now the moment I begin to make entries here, currency is going to actually put it. You notice that Nigerian currency, the decimal place is actually today. Now looking at the menu, decimal place is actually shows us that we now looking at the menu here, the decimals available. It shows us that quickly I may just highlight this, the decimals available. Decide to reduce. Quickly I may just highlight this, and this is increase is actually reduce, and here is to decrease. This is increase actually. And here is to decrease. So I will still go back to show you that you can also apply not only. I will still go back to show you that you can also apply not only in amount. Let's say you want to quickly, I will just highlight areas so where I needed. So quickly, I will just highlight areas so where I needed. And once you are going to be doing your entry here, percentage is going to be coming. Once you are going to be doing your entry here, it's going to be coming automatically with percentage. This can work for several things here. Percentage, this can work for several things here. Text, special functions, and what has scientific notation. But let's try special scientific, so we can reduce what. But let's try decimal place. Scientific, so we can reduce what place. The decimal place. These are some of the basic functions. Decimal place. You can be able. So these are some of the basic functions. Also, you can be able to carry. Next to that, we'll be looking at how we can be able to next to that we'll be looking at how we can be able to sort. Alright, we'll be looking at how to sort. Now sorting simply means rearrangement of a piece of text or numbers or any data either in alphabetical order or in numerical order, or depending on your own choice. So quickly, for any piece of data that you want to sort, all you need to do is to highlight the entire portion. So I want to arrange these names in order of their alphabetical arrangement. So as you can see, the names are really not arranged in order. So quickly I will come to sort. Now I want to sort it from A to Z, so I'll click on this, and this small message is going to come up. So it says, do you want to expand it to the entire selection? Now if you click on that, that means even the values here for each specific fellow is going to follow up suit. But for this section, all I just want us to achieve is simply rearrangement of this name only. So quickly you can just say continue with the current selection. So now if you use this very first option that says expand the section, what you to simply do is to rearrange the entire scrolls even across this spreadsheet. But meanwhile, I only need it for this place, so I'll click on that, and as you see, the names are already arranged in alphabetical order. So this is how you can be able to carry out your sorting function.